go ahead and you can pick up the flute head joint, as we started with a while ago, the thing you blew through. All right. And now what we're going to do is pick up the body, and we're going to pick up the body by the neck of the instrument. Exactly right. And we're going to do this. We're going to put this together. This, you got it right. You want to put it in from the neck and connect the neck to the head joint. And you want to do this very carefully and just twist it in. Okay? Very good. And get it all the way flush. You don't want to push it in too far. It could damage the flute. Now what we're going to do, let me show you this. I'll give you a little overview. Is that the reason you want to grab it by the neck is because there are these bars that I showed you a while ago. Right? And if you grab it by this, you could damage it and be costly with it. Now, while I grabbed it from you, is you have to line up this blowhole, which we discussed a while ago what that was, with the keys on this instrument. This will make it optimal playing position for you when you go to get set with the flute. Okay? So what you're going to do is you're going to take this hole and line it up with this first key right here. You can do this by taking and looking. Some instruments, like this one, will have this arrow. And you can just line this arrow up with the center of the blowhole, and that should, in theory, put it right in line. Okay? So what you're going to do is if you'll line it up with the keys, either looking down this way, line it up with the arrow, whatever's more comfortable for you. You see how you're just a little bit off center there? That's going to cause you to have to roll back. Just angle it. Just see how that quarter of a turn made the difference. The round edge of the flute, it's really hard to get lined up. Exactly correct. See how I didn't turn it maybe this much. I even had to adjust it back just a little bit because it went a little far. But do you see how that lines up? Okay, very good. You have the concept. It was just like very little bit off. Now, you remember the foot joint here. Now we're going to pick this up the same way we picked up the neck. There's this open end right here on the edge of the foot joint, and you're going to grab it. And it's very hard to get this very securely without dropping it because it's so small opening. So if you press down this key right here and just grab it very lightly and just hold it with both hands to be secure, it's a lot easier to get up. You won't drop it. You won't have any repair costs. You're going to slide this end of it on just like you slid the head joint onto the body. And you're going to just slide it and line this bar up with this bar. Other end. It wouldn't play quite right that way. Okay. Now, let's see what you got going on here. You've lined up the bars very nicely on. But we've reached kind of a problem with it. Because while I've had you lined up with the bars, I've made it where you're not able to reach this key when you learn how to hold the instrument correctly. So what you do is you're going to twist it about 20 degrees or so that you line this bar up with the center of this key and your blowhole on the top of the flute. Okay? So if you would do that for me. I'd go just a little farther. You're almost there. Make it pretty dead center. That's great. Okay. Alright, I'm going to teach you how to hold the instrument now. First I'm going to demonstrate it to you so you can see it. And then I'll let you try it. The first thing we're going to do is we're going to make an L shape with our hand. Okay? We'll make this L shape in our hand and we're going to take the flute. And you see back here on the back end of the flute, we have these two little bitty keys up here. Not really doing much. And then there's a space, and then we have this long key and this little small key here. Right? We're going to take the L of our hand and we're going to lay it right there. and lay it on the in between the blank space where there's no keys or no rods. It won't bend nothing. It'll be able to sit there nice and secure. Okay. And what we're going to do is we're going to take our thumb from the L and put it back here on this long teardrop key. Okay. So we're going to hold it right there. Then we're going to come here to the front, and you see all these keys. This is what makes the instrument sound. This is what makes the notes come out of the flute. This is what makes it play those beautiful melodic lines. Okay? What you're going to do is you're going to take your pointer finger. Okay, you're going to take your pointer finger and you're going to put it on the second key down. Okay? You skip the first key. And after you put the pointer finger down there, you're going to skip this key and you're going to put your middle finger right here on the fourth key down the bottom. Now we're going to take this key here, this little guy on the ring finger, and we're going to put it on the fifth key down. And then the pinky finger, you see this banana looking key right here? What we're going to do is that's the key it presses. Now we don't want to press all these down all the time. We just want to make sure that they're in contact with them. That way we can make the different notes and the different variation of pitches as we go up the scales and we learn our music. Okay? Now, I've got the L shape on the left hand. Okay? Let's move to the right hand and get you a more firm position. Some flutes, like this lucky flute, has a thumb pad on the back. Right? What we're going to do is we're going to take our thumb and we're going to put it on the thumb pad. Take the thumb pad, hold it right there. Okay? So that gives you kind of stability and you can control the flute with the thumb. The thumb controls a lot of the things. Your movement, your writing, everything you do, the thumb is a major part of everything you do with your hand. So, and it's a really good thing for balance. So we're going to balance it right here. Now, that leaves these four guys. The best way to explain what we're going to do with these four guys is kind of the reverse of what we did here. Remember the banana key we used for the pinky up here? Well, we're going to use kind of the same looking keys down the flute. These little guys here look like, they don't look like bananas. I guess we can call these the coconut keys. Okay? You know, we've got teardrops, we've got bananas, we've got coconuts, we've just got it all. We've got a fruit crying cocktail. So what we're going to do is we're going to place our pinky on this. Just like on the coconut key, just like we did with the banana key. Okay? The coconut key, I want to remember that. Alright, and remember, we don't have to press them down. And then we're going to take the next three fingers and just work them on the next three keys up. Right here, and right here. Okay? So now we have our thumb here, finger here. That's exactly how you hold the flute in a nutshell. Okay? So what we're going to do, before I teach you how to hold it correctly and get a note out of it, is let's see if you can just get it in your hands correctly. So why don't you go ahead and make the L shape for me. With your hand. Okay. And take the flute with your right hand. And make the L shape. Now where did I tell you to put it? Right there in the center? That's very good. Now your thumb, where does the thumb go? Teardrop key. Very good. And which key down? First key or second key? Second key. Now should it go to your next finger? Does it go on the next key or the one fourth? Right there. And then right there.
Banana.
Banana key. Exactly right. So should we always press these keys down or should we just
Banana.
tickle the keys? Banana up or all of them up? Should we start out with all of them up or all of them pressed down?
All of them pressed down.
Incorrect. Sorry, you're wrong again. I'm just playing. Anyway, no, you don't have to hold your hand up. You had the fingers exactly correct, but you just want to kind of press the keys and keep your fingers up, but don't press them down. You know, just keep the fingers in contact with the keys. That way, because the different fingers you press down are different combinations of notes. If you press down the fingers all at once, you'll have a problem. Okay. Now, let's do this hand. Now, you remember the thumb rest on the back. You got that? Yes, you did. Now.
Wait.
Oh. Yeah, you figured out that it was backwards. I was about to say why. Good job. Very good job. You remembered exactly what it is. You'd think she played the flute before, but she really hasn't.
No.
I promise you. Alright, now should those keys be pressed down or not?
No.
No. So you should just be tickling the keys. Just touching, gently holding the keys and not pressing them down, leaving them open. And just barely touching it. Alright. So let me see. Lift your fingers off. Put it back down. Exactly. Alright, very good. So if I take the flute back from you, are you going to be able to put your fingers back?
I think so.
Okay. Because I'm going to show you how to hold it. What you're going to do is when you hold the flute up, you're going to hold it up with both arms, and it's out to the side. It's a very awkward position, and at first as you begin to play, you're going to get tired holding it. But the thing is you're always going to want to use correct posture. Because if you don't use correct posture, it's going to hurt your sound, it's going to hurt your airflow, and you're going to just have problems. You know what I'm saying? And you're going to pass out where any of the EMTs out here in the woods. Okay. So what you're going to do is you're going to, after you have your hand position, which when I hand you this flute back, you'll remember.
Exactly.
Okay. You're going to put it up to your side, and put the head joint to your mouth and your lips, and if you don't remember how to hold the head joint exactly, you can use the same concept. Center in the blowhole, rolling it down, right, and it's out here to the side. You may have to cock your body just a little bit to the right, and bring it just a little bit back for you to get a good playing position and then get it all lined up.
Okay.
Okay? What you're going to want to do is let the flute angle down, maybe 20 degrees. You don't want it way down here because it's going to cut the throat off. You don't want it way up here because it's kind of the same concept as here, it's just reversed. You know what I'm saying? You want it like this, and this will help you breathe and let you blow out. And what you're going to do is you're just going to hoo. You're going to need a little more air because it's a longer instrument than the head joint was. Think you can do that? Okay. So, what we're going to do is hold it. Very good. Now you got them all pushed. They're all not pushed. Oh, they're not pushed. Good job. Good job. You were just pushing them to hold it. Very good. Now try to put it up to your side and balance the flute. A little more difficult with the whole instrument in your hand, isn't it? Alright. Very good. Very good. Okay. Do you think you're